levitating. I believe that you're for me, I feel it in our energy. I see us written in the stars. We can go wherever, so let's do it now or never, baby. Nothing's ever too far. Glitter in the sky, glitter in our eyes, shining just the way we are. I feel like we're forever every time we get together, but whatever, let's get lost on Mars. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight.
Hey, 8th graders. I won't get to call you that very much longer, so I'm going to enjoy it while I can. Let's address the elephant in the room. This isn't the last year of middle school that you envisioned when you were a new 6th grader at Lake Ridge Middle School. In the moments between trying to get from C-Pod to the gym in 4 minutes, or trying to navigate new and changing friendships in the 7th grade, or thinking about how as 8th graders, you were going to set the tone and the culture for this brand new school building. In between those moments, if someone told you this is how it would have gone, you wouldn't have believed them. But that's how it went. And in spite of COVID, you have accomplished so much in your time at Lake Ridge Middle School. In your 6th grade year, you were open, vulnerable, and trusting, and put on a show that required so much risk with "And Then They Came for Me." Middle schools don't do heavy dramas. And we tackled it, and you performed it with respect and the honor that content deserved. And in this, like months later, we took literally hundreds of audience members to New York City to see the stories of some gamblers and some cabaret dancers, even a quick little trip to Havana. Towards the end of that year, you also had your junior one-act festival. You know, it's one thing to put your trust in an adult director, but to give it up to high school theater students and trust them and to achieve the results you did is a whole nother thing. It was fantastic. So fun. You know, and then it got cold, you know, and we put together this show Frozen, and it's funny as a teacher, a theater teacher, I've never had a show that 2 years later, this is the one that people still mention to me when they find out that I was at the school that did it, right? It gives me goosebumps every time. We had the junior Thespian play day that year where we went to McMinnville Middle School, and we got to work with hundreds of other middle school theater students, made a lot of friendships. Some of you all still are in contact with them, which I love. It's great. And we got to go to the State Thespian Festival in Salem, which is fantastic. You know, it's often the case where if you're a theater person in a school, you can feel like, okay, here's the group of theater kids, but that's it. We're an island. For those who went to State, you found out we are not an island. You are part of a large and thriving community of thespians, of actors and technicians. And, you know, when you went to State, you got to see that. We've also faced tremendous disruption and disappointment. You know, last February, a bunch of you were rehearsing the number Run Freedom Run for competition, and we had just finished casting our spring play, which was going to be something that we've never seen here. Is going to be an original production written and performed entirely by students. And then school was shut down to the pandemic. And I know you would have knocked it out of the park. but that's the way it went. What we thought was a temporary shift to online school turned into over a year of remote learning. Despite these challenges, you persevered. Together, we adapted, got creative, and did amazing things. During the COVID shutdown, you held online elections for your new Thespian troop officers. You produced an online awards show. You put together the first Sweded Film Festival at Lake Ridge Middle School. You went to the virtual State Thespian Festival. You held online elections for your new Thespian troop officers again. And for more than a year, you kept on connecting and creating on Zoom. Our junior Thespian meetings had consistent and reliable attendance outside of class. Our junior Thespian meetings had better attendance than some of my classes. Your commitment to what we do here and to each other is just astounding. And speaking of Zoom, you led the way with our first ever 12-hour Zoomathon fundraiser. It was a long, long evening, but the team raised over $1,000 of funds that will go to next year's productions. I often wonder if I say it enough or if I make enough time to show all of you just how proud I am of you and all that you've accomplished in the last 3 years. I am proud of you, all of you. Middle school can be difficult. And on top of all the common reasons middle school can be a challenge, you chose to get involved, to take on more responsibility, to trust each other, and to be your authentic selves, even if you didn't quite know who your authentic self was yet. But for all of your accomplishments, failures, and successes, the one trait that I see, that I hope you also see, is your potential. I have a handful of sayings that I throw around 14,000 times a day, but there is one that I never ever say lightly. With all that you have accomplished and all the potential that you carry with you, 8th graders, for the last time, don't worry, it's going to be great. Have a good summer. I'll miss you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, 8th graders. Wow, what a year we are wrapping up. Man, I never assumed. So I told my 7th graders at the time, who were in my choir classes in February, that I was going to head off on paternity leave because my son was born. I never expected that paternity leave would somehow continue all the way until now, in a lot of ways. What a year it's been. I'm really happy to see that things are going a good direction, and it looks like we're gonna, be hitting some normalcy here pretty quick. But I don't think any of you ever anticipated that this is what your 8th grade year would look like in middle school. There's been a lot of rocky parts to this last year. There's been a lot of trials, a lot of frustrations. I've got to tell you, though, so many of you stepped up to the plate and you still figured it out. Whether that be extracurricular stuff, with the Sweded Film Festival, or showing up for choir rehearsals during your lunch, or, doing junior thespians, or the variety show. So many of you have still taken the initiative despite the hard circumstances surrounding this year. And I've got to tell you, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you pushing yourself to make this online stuff happen and work. Because it certainly was less than ideal, but you still made it work. And I still feel like we got a lot out of this year, which is fantastic. I'm really excited for you to be heading to high school next year. I'm really excited to be able to come up to the high school. This is only my 2nd year in the building, and be able to actually see the high schoolers that I know and that I taught. I'm excited to see you involved in the shows of next year, in the concerts of next year, In the extracurriculars, I know that there's a lot of people that are getting involved in student body and leadership and stuff like that. It's fantastic. And, even though this year is ending on just kind of a bizarre note, I'm really excited to see what you guys do in the next 4 years, because it's going to be a great next 4 years. Change is always hard, and this year has definitely been a huge season of change, as is going to high school. But change oftentimes does make us stronger, and it helps us grow, and it helps shape us. All right, well, I'm going to say goodbye for now from the middle school, but I am sure I will see you all at the high school in chance encounters and such. Thank you for an awesome year. Thank you for making this work out. All right, have an awesome summer, 8th graders.
Hey there, future Pacers. My name is Mr. Balnick, and I am the drama teacher at Lake Ridge High School. I know that this has been a tough year, but you persisted. Congratulations on graduation, and welcome to the high school. I look forward to working with every single one of you next year. Probably the best way that you could start off your high school career is by making memories, by starting to make memories, by becoming involved in clubs and activities and taking advantage of everything that Lake Ridge has to offer, which includes the drama department. I encourage you to check out the drama department and check out all the amazing things that we have for incoming freshmen, including the musical, which is Mamma Mia. Auditions are the first week of school. Check out for notices for that, but also the drama club, which is completely student run with student run activities, including a welcoming ice cream social, as well as the first big event of the year, which is the 24-hour theater festival, where you have 24 hours to put together a one act. It is always such an amazing and sometimes unexpected things happen there. So it's always a great time to have. So please check out the drama department, come by the Black Box, say hi to me, introduce yourself, and I encourage you to get involved in Lake Ridge Drama. And once again, congratulations on graduation, and I look forward to seeing you next year.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way you like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. I believe that you're for me. I feel it in our energy. I see us written in the stars. We can go wherever, so let's do it now or never, baby. Nothing's ever too far.